Hello, I'm Rochelle, and this is episode 95 of the Genuine Realtor Show, which airs every Friday. With the spring market comes the age-old question: should you sell first or buy first? If you decide to buy first, you have options to protect yourself from owning two homes, and that's precisely what we are covering today. Ready? Let's go. Just to clarify, there is no right or wrong answer to that question. It's a matter of preference based on your risk tolerance and personal situation. We did cover this in a previous episode and even have a short quiz you can take to help you decide. I'll leave a link for you in the description so you can check that out. So how do you protect yourself when buying first? Ideally, we'd include a condition on the sale of your home. What this does is stipulate that you are not fully committed to buying the home until your current home sells or until you choose to remove that condition. Going this route allows you to agree to the terms, so price, deposit, closing date, inclusions and exclusions, etc., and locks you into those terms while you sell your home. There is a specific timeline of how long you'd have to sell your home, which is outlined in the condition. Typically, that's somewhere between 30 to 60 days in our current market. The sellers should be allowed to continue to market their property to other buyers, and this is stipulated in the offer. It's known as an escape clause, and while it's not mandatory, any quality realtor would include this for their sellers or encourage their sellers not to accept the offer without one. If the seller accepts an offer from another buyer, that would trigger the escape clause, wherein you'd have a set amount of time to either remove the condition and firm up or choose to collect your deposit and walk away. In our market, typically you'd have 24 to 48 hours to make that decision based on how your home is performing in the market and how confident you are that your home will sell. The benefits of using this condition are you can walk away if your home doesn't sell or you can't get as much money as you need in order to purchase your next home. You know you have a home lined up that fits your needs when you do sell. And lastly, you'll have locked in the terms for that offer. So even if the market value of the home increases, you only pay what you agreed to when the offer was accepted. The downside to trying a conditional on sale are sellers may not be inclined to tie up their home with a conditional on sale. It's a gamble on their end, and some buyers are discouraged when they see the home is already conditionally sold. This has the potential to limit the exposure of their property to possible buyers. In the spring market, it's less common that a seller would accept a condition on sale, as traditionally homes don't sit long enough to make it worth their while. If another more desirable home comes on the market that you love, you cannot just jump on it. This becomes a tricky situation where you need to be released from your first offer and do so in a way that you would hopefully retain your deposit. If the seller feels you are disingenuous, you could be treading on lawsuit territory. So make sure you love the home enough that you will fully commit. Lastly, it can take weeks to get your home market ready, and you do not want to squander time while your condition deadline is ticking down. If you're serious about selling, start the preparations well in advance of actually needing your home to hit the open market. Even with a condition on sale in the offer, there is an element of risk, as there is this purgatory-esque situation that can be very stressful. Let's say you've got an accepted offer to buy 123 Main Street, and it's conditional on the sale of your home. The sellers have an escape clause which allows them to continue marketing their home. Now, your home has been on the market for a bit, and you've accepted an offer on your current home, conditional on financing and home inspection for 5 days. The sellers of 123 Main Street have a second offer come in, and the sellers accept it conditional on you walking away from the original offer. You're notified that depending on what was written into the original offer, your 24 to 48 hours begins. This is that limbo space where you need to decide if you should take a chance that the buyers of your home will firm up, or if you should play it safe and walk away, thus putting you back at square one on the buying side, except now you've got the possible closing of your home looming on the horizon. Again, the answer will be situational, so there is no blanket right or wrong choice. Navigating situations like this is precisely why you hire a great realtor. So now that you have a full understanding of the process, you can go forward house hunting knowing you've got an arsenal of tools to help you get into your next home. There is a lot of knowledge here, so if you haven't got a solid understanding, feel free to rewind and let it all sink in. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Until next time, keep it genuine.
And personal situation.
Mama,
What's up? Come here.
what's my monster truck?
What would you like?
My monster truck.
Can you say hi
Hi.
to the camera?
Hi. Hi, Grandma.
Say, do you want to buy a house?
I want to buy a house.
Do you want to sell a house?
I want to sell a house.
Hey, I have a question for you. Should you buy a house first or should you sell your house first? Buy or sell?
Buy a house.
You should buy first? Is that your professional opinion? Ow. Hashtag Realtor Mom. Oh, you're such a cutie pie. So if you feel like taking your real estate advice from a 3-year-old, please feel free to buy first every time, no questions asked.